Hi!
We're back.
We're back. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to everybody's favorite day of the week. Hold on, we're going to move the mic a little bit. So,
How's that?
I think it's good. I think we're good. How do we look? How do we sound? Everything good? Let's see. There we go. All right. Sorry for the delay, the 2 minutes, actually. We're both here. We were just chatting. Well, actually, we were chatting about whether or not Kyle was going to eat something spicy today because of the bet that we had.
I need milk to eat that.
We don't need
really,
milk.
really spicy.
Well, we don't know. How do we know?
Dude, I've seen a lot of videos of that thing.
So we've got one of the those chips, the Taki chips.
Taki?
Dude, you've had the chips that are in the bag at like Trader Joe's. They're not that bad.
Those things are nowhere near nuclear as those hot ones, whatever.
Yeah, and Steve Grundy did point out something. He is right there. I believe in that refrigerator where you got that Celsius out of, I think there's some tongue or there's some sort of animal byproduct in there that he gave us. That's close to.
I think I saw a horseshoe sausage or something in there.
Is that still in there?
Maybe.
Steve, do those go bad? And it is because
I'm not backing out. I will eat something.
Yeah,
I promise you.
We'll get it.
I need milk.
I just don't know that you do. Anyway, we'll talk about it. I think you should eat it. Yeah. I can't back out on a bet, Kyle.
Let's see. I'm not gonna back out.
Get the guy some milk. Dude, you got a Celsius. That's good. A Coca-Cola's my favorite Celsius. I feel like that'll make it spicier. Anyway.
We get through a little bit of time because also if I can't talk, then if I eat it now, then there might be an hour shot of me just sitting here, quiet, lips burning.
I feel like that'll be more fun.
We got what do we go 4 to 6 usually? So
okay, yeah.
We'll
like in an hour. Yeah, about a half hour, 45 minutes. We gotta boost him up.
Some
so
people
anyway,
said don't do it.
Dude, who are you? Don't say that, Brian. Come on, one person. Some people said that.
Oh, ice
one
cream.
Person
ice
said
cream
that.
could work.
We have cookies and cream. We got a ton of ice cream. Sloan loves ice cream.
Yeah, use the ice cubes. The ice cubes work.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
There we go. Thank you, everybody that's in there.
It's still up there? What, up in the cabinet where my stuff is?
Yeah, you see it every day. I know you're looking at it.
I haven't seen it.
Every time you open up your cabinet, it goes like this. It goes...
Yeah, maybe I blocked it out.
Nick Slowiak in the house. How you doing, Nick? Great to see you. Let's give you an air horn. Let's give San Diego Dynasty an air horn. Let's give all of you guys an air horn. Thanks, everybody, for the support. So we got a great show for you guys today. We got a lot of stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about the last event.
The brackets.
We got the brackets. I'm going to throw those up there. I think I've got them. Let's see. Pro Draw. We got the brackets right here. I know that they usually try to wait for some sort of special thing. Actually, Jason Trozen was trying to do the brackets. But we'll talk about these here in a little bit during the show. Also got a nice little collage courtesy of Inspired Paintball and the Hall of Icons. That thing went out over the weekend. Hopefully you guys were able to check it out on Go Sports. It came out. It went really well. I was really happy with how it turned out. It was a little side project of mine that I wanted to make sure that we got some recognition for all of those who paved the way for all of us and you who are watching in paintball. So we handed out a bunch of awards and it went really well and everybody was super stoked. And I'm going to answer a bunch of questions about specifically the Hall of Icons, how the voting goes down, and why maybe you feel that some of your favorite paintball players were not inducted the first round. Because I have been getting a little bit of feedback from that. And also maybe we'll talk a little bit about how it's impossible to make everybody happy.
Ongoing battle.
So, if you guys have any questions, obviously Q&A, let's throw it in there. And I know that one of the really big things that a lot of people want to talk about that we had when we had Tom Cole on last week was paintball on TV.
Yeah.
So we're going to dedicate an entire show to that because I did scroll around on the NXL's Facebook and pages because there were some comments in there that were not too fond of the NXL and the MLPB. A lot of people were thinking that it's this whole new insurance thing that everybody gets when you purchase the ID card. So your ID card right here, when you get this, on the back there's a QR code for Spot Insurance. It's actually a real deal. And
so you have to sign up.
So yeah, you just scan the QR code. I've got it actually up on my phone because I wanted to see what was it all about. And it's a real deal. I mean, obviously it was, but very simple, very easy. Got a little Destiny player picture in there, and run and gun, and you're covered. So our insurance policy covers your deductible plus in and out of network expenses up to $25,000. So a lot of you guys who travel, and let's face it, we've got 215 people watching this. 260 people watching this. We got 46 likes. That's 20%. Not great, not bad, not great. But I guarantee you that that probably more than 20% of you do not have health insurance. Is my guess. I know Blake didn't have it for a long time. So I'm going to answer a handful of questions about that specifically because I know that there was a lot of negativity about the whole $15 that you had to pay to get $25,000 in coverage, which is crazy to me that people are even bad mouthing it. You just can't make everybody happy.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll talk a little bit about that. Also, the event. Did I already say we're going to talk about that? We're going to try to coax Kyle into eating something horrible, and we're probably going to call Alex Fragi because he told me specifically on accident that he has today is free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's like, I can be available
I know
at 5
he's got
p.m.
at least half of that bottle left that he's been drinking.
100%. Yeah. He was like, I can be in a meeting. I could schedule a meeting today at 5 p.m. if everybody wants to. I was like, well, we got something going on at 5. You know that. Trying to pretend like he doesn't know. So anyway, let's go Spick and Span merch. Yeah, Spick and Span merch is coming out. It's coming. We're working on it. We're working on it. Not incredibly fast, but
listen. I thought that's who won Destiny.
Destiny won, yeah.
You brought that up.
Yeah, they were playing.
I saw that. Wow.
And congratulations to PB Fit.
Yep.
They won that one in semi-pro. Actually, I think that's who was battling all of last year. It was PB Fit and
Blast Camp.
And Blast Camp, dude. I watched a handful of them play.
Notorious.
And Notorious obviously coming out on top on that one. Speaking of Blast Camp, I'm gonna be there with Blake Yarber, May 5th and 6th. So actually, I've got a really cool anecdote to tell at the beginning. I forgot. I'm so glad I just mentioned the clinic and we mentioned Blast Camp because it reminded me. So get this. This is a really cool story. So at the end of the event, so we win the event. The very first time, as we were playing in the semifinals, Chris here was like, dude, I've never even been to the anthem. Like I've never been on the field for the anthem. He's never played for a first and second. I'm not totally sure if Harry has or not, but and like one of the big motivations obviously is like I'm motivated by winning with my team.
Yeah.
Right? Like the win for myself is just, it's exciting and everything, but it's most exciting to see everybody how everybody else receives it. Right.
Sure.
And so obviously to get that win for Chris and Harry was really cool. But at the end of the event, Harrison comes up and he's like, dude, this is like super special for me. He goes, and I'll spare some of the other details, but he goes, back like 15 years ago, I'm guessing it was 15 years ago. He goes, you and Opie did a clinic in New Hampshire. He goes, I saved up all summer. I roofed my dad's entire house to save up $300 to go to that clinic.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and he's like, so that obviously, he's like, I was a huge Dynasty fan growing up. This is like extra special for me. And he's like, I couldn't afford a Dynasty jersey back in the day. So he's like, so I bought a blank one with all the money I could afford. And then he's like, I got it signed, but I had to sell it so I could pay for a tournament entry expense, So like that was a really cool story. And, like it was just really special, having guys be able to kind of come up through that. And it's also a big time testament. Obviously this is another plug for our clinic player who's played and won with Dynasty, who's come to a Dynasty clinic, right? You got Mike Arena, who I'm not sure if he's ever come to one of our clinics. I think he has, but he was a member of BKI.
Yep.
For a long time. And then you had Zach Wake back in the day. Zach Wake was he came to one of the very first Dynasty camps. When we had him at Hollywood Sports. Wow. When Hollywood Sports first opened, we had a 2-day like every single guy on Dynasty was there. So we had like 10 guys. We were working on 3 fields. That was a really cool one. It's kind of like almost the first kind of summer camp type vibe.
Sure.
So Daily Smack, I got you, dude. St. Louis.
And then also Chris Shear too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Was an interesting story as for any of you guys that were here the other week when we had him on. Know that him and I played on our first national team together in D3 with Gridlock. My first win ever in pro was with you guys, Dynasty, and that was his first pro win this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah. That was so funny when you said that. You're like, yeah, we used to play together back there.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see guys come up out of the same types of systems, you know, and utilizing that type of information and that type of knowledge. And obviously you're a big fan of teaching a lot of these clinics, and you got a lot of praise from your guys, because a lot of people don't realize it. You know, they see you play and they're like, unless they've ever been coached by you, a lot of people don't think of you as like, you don't think of as the front guys, the main attackers, the main, like the tips of the spears, as like the tacticians.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. But you are definitely one of those people.
Yeah. I love
it. And you're, luckily you got some praise from the guys. You're like, damn, dude, that was like absolutely worth every penny getting you on the field for sure.
And then even hoping, I gave a lot of stuff to Fit, you know, obviously didn't go too far with us. But Fit was able to utilize a lot of the stuff that I had found and put it to work, which was cool hearing it from those guys too. So I appreciated that, and it was great to see those guys win because they're hungry. I'd like to get Colt on here too.
Yeah, we talked about that
at some point. He's really sharp guy. He's motivating. Gets those guys, keeps them all together. He's a quarterback on and off the field. So appreciate what he's doing too.
Yeah, we got a list of guys and people that we want to get on for sure. I mean, I think we're going to get the college paintball crew on for next week. We definitely want to get Mafia, Ryan Moffitt on there. We want to get Colt on there. I want to get Dylan Boyum still.
Yep.
I think that'd be cool, you know, and definitely, you know, going over the event. Any of you guys who think you, or anybody you'd like to hear from or talk to, definitely. There he is. Yep. It's been on the list. You know, we need to definitely get the photographers in here too, you know, because they get to see it. They get to see everything. I think that if you're going to pick somebody up and you want a scouting report, you should ask the photographers.
Yeah.
They have all the footage. They've got all the details, you know? And Brian Castillo. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, this is crispy. It's right here. Look at this sucker. Can anybody guess whose jacket this one is? These things came out really, really good. I'm going to show you.
What do you mean, like whose it is?
Well, this is someone's jacket. Someone who didn't pick it up. I have to mail this to somebody.
Oh.
Yeah. I've got about 10 of them that I have to mail out. Rocky Cagnoni. So first of all, I notified all the winners for the Hall of Icons. It's not Oliver's. Oliver actually kept his. I was going crazy. I could only count 19. I'm like, how do I only have 19 jackets?
Yeah.
Where's the 20th jacket? I'm going nuts. Well, Oliver made the jackets. So obviously I told him to keep his.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. There you go, Matt. We can get actually Dylan Boyum and Ryan Moffitt on the same squad.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that thing, this went really well. We're super stoked on how it went. We're gonna start the voting for the second round, which will be the 2023 inductees, and I believe that so there's 12 people on the voting panel. I'm actually not even on the voting panel. But there are 12 players or 12 industry professionals on the voting panel, and we're gonna get a little brief bio on each one of them. You know, we'll get that up and running. Oh, what's going on here? Shout out to Tyler Hansen and Schwartz Gable. We're gonna get the voting going again. So there's about 70 names still on the ballot, basically. So there's a big ballot list of every single player that we were thinking that could be like very, very influential in the sport's trajectory and growth. So, you know, guys like Oliver Lang, people like Shane Pastana was a really cool one. Daryl Trent, Adam Gardner, you know, people who were playing in the woods and who have come up and like given birth to modern day paintball or helped usher it along.
Sure.
And you saw a lot of names that were on there who won. And actually, you know what? I'll put this little image slideshow because this is pretty cool.
A couple people asking too. So it's not if you're an active player, you're not included.
If you're an active player, you are not included. So Oliver Oliver was in it, and then he came back. So here's a list of all the players. This is going to be a little slideshow that's playing. Big shout out to Inspired Paintball. He saw the list of players, and he immediately created all these graphics.
Oh, nice.
That's
rad.
Really, really cool, and the graphics are pretty sweet, actually. So you're gonna see Danny Love, you're gonna see Rennick Miller, both from Aftershock with Billy Saransky. You're gonna see Adam Gardner, who is actually, well, Daryl Trent, I think might have been. I don't know if Daryl was on the All Americans. I know he was on Iron Man, but and he works for Adam now. But I'll talk about the dive too. You got Daryl Trent from Iron Man, and just all of the names that you're going to see up here. And what we did is I decided we wanted to induct 20 players for the first round, just because that really jumpstarts it, right?
Yeah.
We get all these legendary names. Laurent Hammett, he was the one who not invented airball, pretty much invented airball, but he was the one who makes every single sub airball bunker.
Yeah.
And we inducted 20 players because we wanted to get that all off the ground right away, so we have a good base. And now we might do like about 5 to 10 players. I haven't quite decided how many I'm going to have inducted into 2023, and we'll do another award ceremony there towards the end of the season, or possibly if the NXL does decide to do their they're going to do like maybe a ceremony kind of thing that has like an extravaganza-esque type thing at the beginning of 2024 season, so in Vegas. So it'd be pretty cool to have a big award ceremony, and that's what they'll do the MLPB awards. So yeah, and so just so you guys know, if there's a player, and I don't get to choose who gets inducted, I'm only curating the list.
Yeah.
And then I curate the list, and I curated the list of voters. So those names that you see on there, Rich Telford, Billy Wing, they're on there. Bud Orr, Max Lundquist, and I'm definitely going to put a handful of other names which were either omitted or just kind of not quite on there. So again, there's 70 names, and if there's a name in here that you guys are mentioning, they're most likely already on the list. They just didn't make the first round.
Yeah, someone said Bobcat. I believe Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby is on there. Bobby is on there. Bobby is definitely on there. Bobby was actually almost inducted. He was off by one vote. And so is Marcus, right? And we talked about the posthumously awarding those types of players, giving them double votes, double weight, and it was it's tough, right?
Yeah.
It's tough to get everybody, and again, making everybody happy as far as who gets on there. Billy Gardner, obviously Adam was like, we got to get Billy in here.
Yeah.
And I believe that all of those players will, right? Because the plan is for this to continue.
For sure.
This is going to keep going.
Yeah.
And new members and new people will get inducted each year, just like any other Hall of Fame. So it's really cool concept. I hope that everybody enjoys. And yeah. And yes, Ghost Paintball for the Hall of Icons. Yeah, yes, we hope to up the production value each time. And this is a not-for-profit kind of thing. So this was all done by myself, and Quinn helped out with a lot of the text and stuff like that, and helped me with all that. And then Alex and Oliver obviously graciously helped me with creating all the jackets. But this is funded 100% by me. So and I do hope that eventually we'll make it to where, because what I want to do is, for some of the guys who can't come out to the event. So if we do it in Vegas and there's 7 guys, I got to get them out there. The reason I like doing it, I wanted to do it at World Cup, or I want to do it at an event, is because half the guys work. So Adam actually flew in for it, but I would love to be able to put together a budget at some point in time to sell some merch or whatever it is, just to pay for people to fly in. Guys like Nicky Cuba are probably going to make it in there. Guys like there's like I said, 70 more names on this list, and I would love to make sure that people can get out there. So yeah, that's definitely something that we're doing. So I appreciate that, Ghost Paintball, and I'll try to set something up and figure out how to make that work out, because I know I did get a great outpouring of support for this, and I need to figure out a way to make it so it's self-sustainable, obviously. And again, I'm not doing this for profit. I'm doing this because it's important for the league. So again, thank you to Riddle's Art, to Inspired Paintball, to Quinn from Iconic, and Alex and Oliver from Hormesis, and obviously Darren and the guys from Ghostport, because I was like, hey, can we get this thing a live element for this? What do we need to do? I was like, it's gonna happen at lunch. So they ran over, they sent a camera guy over. And if you were in the VIP tent for the lunch break on Saturday, thanks for sticking around. And I do believe I did a really killer. I did like a 10-minute speech in the beginning, and the Ghost Sports guy's like, "Hold on, are we starting right now?" And I go, "Oh." He goes, "You're gonna have to do that all over again."
Oh,
I was like, "Oh no." So cool.
Alex said you're making millions from the Hall of Icons.
Yeah. Let's get him on the horn. This little Scrooge. You want to cue him up?
Yeah, we'll get into the event. I know a couple of you guys are asking about what happened with us as a team and our performance, so I'll get in and kind of dissect that a little bit.
Yeah, we'll talk
too.
Yeah, and Alex will be here to talk shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get into the event again. Sorry for those of you guys who are asking about. Let me turn this little collage, this thing off. This is actually the collage, which is pretty cool, made up by him.
Knock, knock.
Hold on. Let's get
Who's
you
there?
up. Let's get you up on the camera here first. Oh, there we go. Look at that.
You weren't
Good
prepared
work.
for a joke?
All right, knock. Who's there?
Daisy.
Daisy?
They see me rolling.
I thought you were going to say, they see these nuts.
Yeah, that would be good too.
Yeah.
Oh, look, check out my hat, Ryan.
Wow. Yep.
David Romy sent me that along with some D's Nuts chocolate bars.
Mr.
Over
Beast.
here. Look. Mr. Beast D's Nuts chocolate bars. They're
wow.
good.
You been eating them?
Yeah. Maybe I'll have another one. They're big, man. I fucking already pounded a whole one. Let's see what's in these things.
You're using some choice adjectives while you're discussing D's nuts. These are big ones. I've been pounding them.
Only 38% saturated fat daily value. Oh, 2 servings per container. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've already met my daily quota for sugar and saturated fat then with one of these puppies. All right. What's up, boy?
What's up,
All
dude?
Icon, man. What a scam you're running there, Ryan.
Just go ahead and send payments to alexfragy@me.com.
Non-profit.
Oh, good. You have that? Can you take notes?
Yeah.
Thanks. Dude. So what's up? Anything new with you?
Dude, look at my office, bro. I scrambled out of here on the way to the tournament, and I came back and there's just a mess of stuff and just piles of emails. Look at this. There's a salad there.
That salad's been there?
Yeah, since before the tournament.
Put it in the microwave.
Yeah, warm it up. Wilt it up. Heat it
I
up.
don't think
Heat
it
it
was
up.
ever dressed, but it's okay.
Ugh, gross, dude. That's really gross.
Mm.
So what are you getting caught up on? What's on the docket?
What's not on the docket? Yeah, just just the dust is settling with Champs Club and Hormy and the whole deal. So trying to keep the ship upright and everybody happy.
Mm-hmm.
But, it was a great weekend, man. Good job on the Hall of Icons thing, and obviously great playing. And
Well, my playing was subpar, I would say. You don't need to lie about that.
Huh?
You don't have to lie about my playing.
You and Archie won that 2-on-3, which I feel like was kind of that was the moment of the finals.
But
Wasn't that like a 2-on-4?
But Archie and I did also lose a 3-on-5. 2-on-5.
Well,
Wait,
you were just two
you were
of
the
people
two?
in the 5-on.
No. We were 5-on-2.
Oh,
and we lost a 5-on-2.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
got the bounce shot.
Was
Archie
that
died in
both
the
the
next
Edwards
one.
brothers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was point 3.
Jacob played great
Yeah.
this tournament. By the way, should get a
Give him a little shout out.
Yeah, notable mention. I think if they would have taken you guys down, you probably would have got
the
MVP.
MVP.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah, I mean, so, and that was, what was cool about the final also was it was like actually a fun, exciting match to watch.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You like how we
back
waited
and forth. It wasn't just a 1 point match.
Each team waited till the finals to shoot 2 guys off of the break every single point.
Yeah.
Like what the hell was that all about? I mean, I was in the back center since when the layout came out on Thursday. We practiced Thursday, Friday. So since Saturday of when the layout came out, I played the back center 99% of the points.
Just hiding. How many times did you get shot by the bounce shot?
Ugh. Actually, I got shot on both sides by the bounce shot.
Yeah.
So when one bounce shot was coming on one side, I'd go to the other side. Bounce shot comes off the thing and still hits me in
the Dorito one went all the
straight
way across
in,
the back.
Straight in. It goes straight across. It actually one whizzed over my shoulder and hit Archie shooting Stakeway at one point in time. We actually cracked a nice. Yeah, we actually cracked a nice little code though, and I forgot to tell remind Marcelo about it.
Yeah.
Because I got shot. I got shot twice. I don't know. In that 5-on-2, I got shot off the bounce shot.
Dang.
But if you're in that can, if you push it all the way in and angle the bunker down, they shoot straight on the ground.
Oh wow. That is a code.
Kyle.
What's up?
You know what I do when I make a mistake?
What?
Make an
Blame
excuse.
that shit on a bounce shot.
Oh, you should have heard this guy. It's actually right. He was like, I don't know where it came from. I was running up the middle. I think it bounced off the bunker and came up out of the sky and hit me in the top of the loader.
I've had that before.
This guy is 100% true. You should have heard him. Every time he got shot, he said it was a bounce shot.
It's 5-on-2. The 2 guys aren't working bounce shots at that point.
Yeah.
I've had that happen. I believe you.
Yeah, no, 100%. What do you think I was doing at a 5-on-2? No, who's shooting into the back center? Yeah, look, we shot the Utah off the break and 2 guys off the snake side.
You were the first
And
guy
Jason-
to die in a 5-on-2 is unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable. You just started. It was you started the dominoes. You were the first domino.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, Kyle, what happened with you guys? What do you think the diagnosis is there?
So, I mean, I think it was multiple things. One, I'd say a big thing, we were having a little bit of trouble with survivability on the Dorito side. And then trying to fix that through, like, varying up routes or, our setup on the box, where we sent guys. And we didn't do too much. We tried some personnel changes. But that was like a big thing that we struggled with, as well as I think J-Rab was just getting so unlucky this event. It wasn't even like was like dying in bad gunfights. He would like look out and then get cracked. Like so many times that happened. So I think that was another big part of it too. And then just we weren't up those first few points, and then not slowing down and playing that disciplined game, we kind of just were like falling apart. So, I think it was a lot of different things, and then trying to do too much and trying to fix too much. And along with that field layout, it was like trying to win back games when we were down was so hard on this field as well. So, I mean, it was a ton of different things. I'd say, I mean, it's hard to really like put my finger as one main thing. But
I mean, what's the vibe like there now? Is it like hopeful, or is it are people like worried or what?
No, I don't think anyone's worried. And like if J-Rab as our arguably has been one of the best players in the league for a long time, has a performance like that. I have, no doubts that J-Rab will kind of bounce back from that and become, the J-Rab that we always see out there. But that hurt us a little bit. So I think that's
You're blaming it on
No, not just that. I'm just saying there's numerous things.
But But
he's like an anchor of the team. He's
Yeah,
like the
100%.
he's the rock. He's
I'm just
the
kidding, dude.
Yeah, it's not like you're. But here's the thing, and I think everybody, we mentioned it on the webcast a couple of times. Like this field, for everybody who was watching, when the games are 1-1 and 1-0, or you're going in, like we went to overtime 1-1.
yeah.
Right? If one guy makes a mistake, that really puts you out on your heels. So if a guy randomly gets dinked and you're rock, you're the guy that you're kind of counting on to like pull games out towards the end after everybody else butts heads, also gets dinked, and you're playing a 3-on-3 or a 3-on-5, like those are the types of guys you need at the end.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of those fields where that just happens to some guys. Like, I mean, Archie didn't have the best weekend, but, it took, Marcelo stepping up in a moment, Ryan stepping up in a moment, Chris Shear, like Blake, like it was like had to be a whole team thing because, it was such a weird situation over there on the Snake side.
Yeah. You needed five really.
Who played the Dorito side for you guys? Clint and
Nico, and then Ice, Mark Baginski.
Yeah. Hey,
those
how
are
old
kind
is
of
Mark McGinty?
I think he's like 26, 28.
Okay.
He's under 30.
He was like 18. I was like, God, the Iceman is like 18.
I don't think. He's pretty young. I could be off on that. Maybe one of the people are watching that know exactly his age. He is a little bit younger. But
Can
yeah,
you
that
name
was.
all the guys in your team yet?
What's up?
Can you name all the guys in your team yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I think everyone has faith, and we're still building, and I'm looking forward to keep going with what we're doing. I don't think it's anybody's like alarmed or anything. It was an interesting field, and we just didn't have ability to get like five solid elite.
I was like, man, I'm gonna try to like play like Kyle's playing that spot.
Yeah, this was it. I was stoked because this was one of the funnest events I've had in a while. It was a bummer that we got knocked out early because I was getting a lot of production through that middle.
Yeah, you guys did really well against us in practice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's funny, I was saying like the way to beat me in that, because I was getting a lot of freedom in that middle section, and kind of getting to do what I want, is like send a guy right into my same position playing me. And that's actually what the Hurricanes did.
Down that channel.
Yes.
That's what I was doing too. At the end of it, I figured out like that's the best way to play that spot.
Yes.
You go in there and you own that channel where the temple is and your mirror is, and you just persistent on that, and then eventually you can wrap on the can and go across and hopefully not be seen.
Go across to the Dorito side?
No. You
go
wrap
across
that channel.
you were
doing. That's what you were doing.
Oh yeah, to the big brick. But I was able to from the beginning, that lay down, you could shoot almost every bunker on the field. So you could really, what I was kind of doing is allowing, when we were 4 up, I was kind of playing off of our guys and putting pressure on guys on either Dorito side up the middle or the Snake side, and getting to play off that pretty freely. And then Hurricanes was kind of where the one game I kind of got stumped, because that guy went specifically in there. I forgot who it was on their team, just playing me and kind of putting my head down and not allowing me to do what I was doing best in there. But that was it was definitely a.
Yeah, I didn't watch that game. I did see you guys play the Ironman, which was kind of like a back and forth, and then one bounce, one break. It's basically determined who was going to win.
Yeah, we got up some points, and then switch our lineup a little bit, and then they started mounting to come back. We got into overtime. They shot 2 of us off the break.
How did A-Rod do?
He did.
I'll point something out. A-Rod is fast. Dude, I think he's faster than you. He's got to be.
Maybe.
Dude, I saw it when
he trains a lot.
You guys needed a point. I think you guys maybe either tied or you guys were down by 1 with some low points, and he ran to the bonsai, so the other team's wedge. Dude, he came across there flying, like really, 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 really fast. Like I didn't even think it was him for a second. I was like, is that A-Rod up there? Yeah. Dude, he was, and he didn't even touch the bunker when he came in. Glided in for a nice, easy landing.
Well, I think it was a good tournament. It seemed like Go Sports kind of went all out on the media coverage and stuff, which is cool. They looked like they're really doing their best to make the show cool.
Yeah, and actually, big shout out to Go Sports on the promotional aspect and the promotional side of things, because they sent us links every day to the day's highlights, and so we were able to keep the promotions and the media going. So that was pretty cool. I was happy about that, for sure. And big shout out to NYX and Pat Kraft played really, really well. I'm surprised, however, that any other team who was playing against him didn't realize that he just kept running to that brick. I mean, it was like the easiest scoutable thing that you could possibly find out. And he would run there I think he ran there 5 out of 7 points one time, or like 3 out of 5 points, or 4 out of 4, something like that. He ran there a lot in that against the same teams over and over again. So, yeah, they played really well. I mean, hell, they almost beat us. And then Marcelo came in there and stole their dreams.
And, Marcelo. And then we lost 2 guys off the break on the overtime. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I guess they got a penalty, or they lost 2 also. And then there's a long 3-on-3, and yeah, Marcelo made that outstanding move. Man, that was a huge stoke to watch that go down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that was we had you twice. You had us twice, and then fumbled 2 times. No, but dude, they played
cool
well.
To see, I mean, to you guys' point earlier, I mean, Chris Shearer and Harrison Fry really kind of just plugged in and gave us old guys the motivation to get in there and get them a W. And I feel like I think that our team is unique in that we're really good at understanding what people's strengths are and utilizing those. So I think that those guys are going to be very good, very effective on our team. And I'm pleasantly surprised about how seamless having them involved has been. So especially Chris, man, that dude is just, he's solid, he's intelligent, he's not, he doesn't have a lot of
humble.
Super humble, and he's like one of these guys, like he's like a Dalton in that, like, he's just very hard to kill.
Yeah.
And if we can develop that, like his ability to like turn the Jets on and off, he's gonna be really, really good. I mean, a top level guy.
Which I thought his timing was good. I was watching some of your guys' later matches.
This weekend.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think the future is bright for Harry and Chris Shearer.
Did you guys watch the overtime where Impact got knocked out?
I don't think so.
Did you see what happened in overtime?
No.
What happened?
Dalton got a major in overtime to knock him out of the event.
No, he didn't. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Dolly.
Did he deserve it?
I don't know. I just saw the major.
Well, he didn't say that when he was complaining about PT. He didn't mention that little factoid.
Oh, he wasn't getting a lot of playtime?
He was
Wait, what did he say?
He was just a little bummed that he wasn't getting all the PT.
But that's kind of how Impact has been lately, too. I think that's what Mouse and J-Rab were saying, too. They weren't really getting a lot of playtime.
Oh, but he was the last guy.
Oh, he was the last guy?
Yeah, okay, I do recall that was going down because Damage was like, whatever, and they're like, they got to review it. They got to review the major. It was like,
okay.
And I was like, wait, who's the major on? You guys are them, and they were like, them.
Okay,
why does it even matter?
So
yeah, he was the last guy. I think. Okay, I do remember that. I didn't see it happen, but I saw that Damage was like way up on him.
Oh, so he got a major, but it wasn't to lose the tournament. He was the last guy.
Okay.
Thanks,
I don't know.
Thanks, Junior. He did it on purpose.
Let's just, we can spin it.
Yeah, Dalton got a major in
overtime. Dude. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Sheesh.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. I'll actually do a purposeful air horn on that one. I don't know why the air horn just keeps going off though.
One of those hotkeys, maybe.
So I think it's hidden somewhere else in here. I thought I deleted all the hotkeys, but one of them. But everybody, I keep typing and I look up and everybody's like air horn. And yeah, Grant. Actually, if you guys go back, and I don't know if Kyle or if Alex, you noticed this and picked up on it, but Marcelo's move was like exactly like the move that Oliver did in the MPPL Miami event that was on TV, and I think it was against the Naughty Dogs where he came out of that Dorito corner, ran right down the middle of the field to the car washes and bunkered like 3 or some odd guys. It looked almost identical to that. You'll be able to find it on the NPPL. I don't know if someone wants to grab a link out of here, but if you go onto YouTube after the show, and you search the like MPPL Miami, it was on ESPN. and you'll find Oliver's run through. If you look at that and compare it to what Marcelo did, it was like almost identical. I saw this.
Almost identical. It was actually almost identical to a move that.
Oh, here we go. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Go ahead. What do you got?
JC Whittington did in 2004 in the at Tampa
Here
on
we
Field
go.
9
Here we go.
on Friday morning. There was a field there, Spider Field, that he ran.
It was foggy.
Yeah, it was foggy, Thule fog. You remember that, Ryan? Don't you remember that? He ran and he bunkered a couple of guys.
He only had like a.
I'm
just a
sorry
hopper
that your
left.
brain is just mush and you can't recall anything that happens. You might want to get that checked out.
Did you do that?
You might want to.
It actually reminds me of a move that
You might want to sign up for the MPPL's or the NXL's MLPB's insurance and see if they'll start giving you that anti-plaque.
Memory care.
Yeah, memory care.
Alex, did you do that plan that we talked about with the speech with Ryan remembering?
Oh shit! What was it? Oh no, I didn't.
We'll have to wait till.
All right,
next
let's
time.
hear the speech.
No,
you old gazelle.
I got you. I'm doing it next
No,
time.
you have to. It would be you.
No, I have to do it.
You have to remember.
The speech?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to remember the speech?
You were supposed to remember.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's shouting about everything.
Yeah.
Here's what Alex does, right? So here, you know when Alex is gonna give a speech, because you see a camera guy walk up, and he comes up, and Alex looks around like this, and he's like, "All right, guys, bring it in. You guys ready for this?" I'm like, "Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go." I think in World Cup last year, he goes, "Hey, watch this. All right, guys, come on, bring it in." And then he does his whole speech, and then he walks over, he goes, "Hey, did you get that?" He doesn't even care, dude. This guy doesn't even care. That's what I remember. Those are the moments I remember, and that's why I don't really care to listen to your BS. You're doing it all for the show.
Whatever. I saw you shedding a tear.
When? This time?
Yeah, every time.
Yeah, you know what? I do remember what you said. It was great. You're not supposed to. First of all, you shouldn't tell jokes in the huddle in the finals right before the thing. He's like, "I love you guys. I love every single one of you. Even the new guys. I don't even know you. I just met you, and I love you." All right, what do I win? What was the prize I get? That's what he said.
Wow, there
How
you
funny
go.
is that? Yeah, even you guys, I don't even know you, but I love you.
I don't love those guys. I was just saying that.
I love you.
Play well.
Hey, don't drink out of my water. Hey, can I have a sip of that?
Like you said you loved me. Yeah. Oh man. No one has a sense of humor anymore.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh man. Oh, that was good. So yeah, see, Mafia. Ryan saw it. Ryan knows. Hey,
Yeah, don't eat my cheese, motherfuckers.
Hey, Ryan. I'm about to hit a speech, dude. Get the camera rolling. All right, guys, bring it in. Bring it in. Oh man,
That
don't eat my
NYX
cheese.
thing, going back to that was interesting too, because they were, they said basically like we need to get Harris off the team. That's what's causing us to not do well. So that's interesting.
There's something to that, though. I mean, I don't think Harris is a bad player. In fact, I think he's a good player that helped that team on the field. But the distraction, man.
Yeah,
It just those guys are very focused now. Like I feel like they're unified, and just that alone is important in success.
yeah. Oh, speaking of going to the Russians, that I forgot what point. I think it was you guys were up 2-1 on them, and that one of their newer guys was wrapping the snake on you. He had you dead to rights, and his gun just shot.
Oh, when I was in the corner. When I was in the corner.
Yeah, no, you were still in the can before you hadn't got to the corner yet. I
Oh,
think.
really?
Yeah, and your back was completely open, and he wrapped. And
Oh, I
his gun
saw
just
that
shredded
when
paint.
I did shoot him. I just saw like a just.
But then
yeah.
when you backed up to the can, I think you went to the Dorito, and then you backed up to the can. Malloy had you at
me
some
also.
point,
He
and
missed me. Yeah.
he ripped a bunch of paint too. But that was an interesting point. I know Alex and I talked about at the event, where they were up 4-on-3 against you guys with like a minute and 45, 2 minutes left, and they kind of waited. It's a little bit bad timing.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing there. They just let that point fizzle, and that was it. That was the last point.
I will say, I think where in that little wing on that inside snake, you couldn't see the scoreboard well, and that's where Malloy was, because I was thinking like Malloy's too experienced to be letting this time run out. I don't know if he just couldn't see the game clock at that point too.
Yeah, I mean, here's what I heard. Here's my not interpretation, but the word I got from the whole like Malloy thing. Malloy didn't practice the layout, didn't see the layout, didn't do anything, didn't practice with the team.
Oh wow!
And they had game plans, and Malloy came in on Tuesday or Wednesday and was like, "I don't like these game plans," and said I guess he changed everything where people were playing and all sorts of stuff.
Oh wow!
That's the inside scoop on that one. Is like Malloy had the last word on what was going down. Yeah, they definitely didn't have the right setup here for that event.
Mario said a mutiny player going to be banned for punching another player. That happened? I didn't hear that.
Oh, so he didn't punch the guy. It was like an elbow.
Oh yeah. Oh, I do remember seeing that video.
That actually picking that guy up.
That was his friend.
Yeah, they're friends.
Yeah. I do remember that story.
It was J-Mac and Hank.
Yeah, that was his. Yeah,
and they're friends. They're friends, but
Mouse and I talked to J-Mac about that. He showed us a video. It wasn't like they were friends.
Which is funny because I mean, without a whatever, I don't really care. But
I mean, it doesn't make it okay. I believe that he did elbow him out of anger, but the result of the thing wasn't like escalation. It was like, oh, dude, you're okay. I'm sorry. Whatever. So
yeah,
a paintball tabloid tried to blow it out of proportion as like a big cover up by the league of like some conspiracy to like cover stuff up.
The funniest part about it was we were sitting in our team meeting and someone's like, dude, did you hear about that fight in the divisional field?
Yeah,
and I was
fight.
I was like, what team was it? And he's like, I don't know, I can't remember. And I was like, was it Mutiny? And he's like, yeah, that's it. And I was like, oh. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if it was J-Mac. And then and then Yoke goes, no, it wasn't him. I was like hanging out with him after the day over at the Champs Club booth, and it actually was him. So whatever. I mean, I talked to him after on Sunday, and I mean, I don't know, whatever.
I saw the video and it didn't look bad on anything. I'll tell you what looked bad is when Ronnie Dizon executed O'Mara. That was bad. That was really bad.
I was in the webcast during that, and I saw it happen, and I was like, wow, that wasn't a penalty. And then I was like, I want to talk to whatever photographer got that because I want to see it in slow motion.
Yeah, everybody got it.
But O'Mara does get everyone pretty bad.
No, dude, poor O'Mara always is on the
He's always on the receiving end of that, dude.
I mean, when we were beating them on the last point, he was giving it to me as I was walking off the field.
Yes.
I'm clocking that.
There's a video of that same move, but from behind Fedorov, and Fedorov is like blasting the crap out of O'Mara when he's on the ground during the whole thing in the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. I mean, there is no overshooting really, technically, because again, if you create an overshooting aspect, then it's gonna like it's the ref's discretion. Next thing you know, you shoot a guy in the pack one time, the ref's on the payroll and gives you a major, and we have to play down with 3. That happens. Yeah. That actually happened. Yeah. So you can't quite make it a ref's discretion. There has to be like deliberate, hostile or malintent. So I don't know.
No, I don't think it was that type of thing. I think it was just playing on.
Yeah. You know what? And that's what's strange, right? I've talked to Jason about this. Like, if you trade out and you guys are just shooting each other, you're allowed to like do that, right?
Yeah.
But like, in my opinion, is as soon as you're hit, you're supposed to stop shooting. It's kind of like how I roll. But
yeah, because it's not really affecting the game, right? It's just like, okay, these guys are now blasting each other, but one guy stops and one guy keeps going. Like, where's the line, right?
Yeah, where's the line? Especially when the guy's laying on the ground.
I mean, from the other angle, it looked like. Well,
it looked pretty bad.
I guess, yeah. I was trying to think of a defense for Ronnie.
Just the aesthetic of it, where they clearly traded, and then Ronnie pointed his gun down like this, and was shooting him the guy was on the ground, not shooting at all. So aesthetically, it was kind of ugly, but I mean, again, it would be annoying if a penalty that didn't affect the gameplay changed the game.
Right.
Right.
Well, so, but didn't Dylan get a penalty?
From that angle, I agree with not throwing a penalty.
Yeah, I want to say that too. O'Mara overshoots everyone. I don't know what you guys think that.
I think you're right. O'Mara does overshoot.
When they were losing, when we were beating them, there was I think 15 seconds left, and I'm walking down the sideline. Well, I don't know if Mal said he thinks it I was him because I guess Mouse overshot Omara in the middle of our match.
Oh,
but
Mouse overshoots people?
he was like shooting me. I'm like, there's 10 seconds. Like, why aren't you trying to win the point? Just sitting there overshooting me, walking down the sidelines.
Yeah, that's true though. But NYX is right. He does. He also listen. If you're gonna overshoot somebody, you have to be able to take it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if you overshoot somebody, you have to assume that you're gonna get punished also.
For sure.
So you always want to like try to punch down. If you're overshooting somebody, punch down.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Mouse can kind of get away with it. JC can get away with it. You know, like those guys punch down. Rainy just punches everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, I love when Randy was bonus-balling you in the hands when you were like calling yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
It was a 4-on-1. I'm like, I'm not standing
You know
up.
what's funny is I was sitting in VIP
like-
and I could just see Ryan's hand. The can was blocking the other part of the back center, and I see his hand and it looked like a puppet. He's like, I'm hit. And then he's like getting shot in the hand and he's doing hands. Like, why are you guys shooting me
I'm like
still?
this because I knew if I stood up, they
Yeah.
were just gonna let me have it. And then
Yeah.
I was like, okay, guys, here we go.
You took your gun up and you didn't want to get your gun blasted, so you were like.
And then they had to like stop shooting me.
Yeah.
No, because I knew Rainey was right in front of me. It was a 4-on-1. I get shot when I come over the top. I'm like, yeah, right. I'm not standing up. I know what this motherfucker is about to do to me. Even at the end, he goes, "Why did you just stand up?" I was about to shoot the shit out of you. I'm like, no chance, man. No chance.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
asked how what I thought about Mouse's play. I thought Mouse played pretty well. Maybe we should have moved him and tried him over on the Doritos side a little bit earlier.
I mean, yeah, I watched a lot of games. I watched him. He was, I mean, even in games you lost, he was feasting.
Yeah, I mean, we were working really well together on that
He makes
snake side.
He's just always making the right decision at the right time. You know, even
Yeah.
if it's in the losing point, he's giving you a chance to win.
Yeah. No, he was good too, and a lot of that, of my play, Mouse would kind of quarterback me because he was on that cross from those snake bunkers, and then he'd be like, "Hey, we've lost the Dorito side, like it's time to go," and then we would punch through that side together, which was so it was good on him too to also play well and then quarterback the guys in that situation.
We've lost the Dorito side.
Yeah, he was like, "We lost the Dorito side, time to go," and just punch on that other side.
I thought Clint played really well too.
Yeah, Clint played well. Even that last match, we moved him over to the snake side, and he excelled as well. I'm excited to see what Clint can do this year. I know he had a knee injury last year. I don't know how much that's still like kind of affected him a little bit, but yeah, it'll be interesting. Clint's a really sharp guy too. It's been nice getting to know him.
Yeah, always good to have smart people on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the dum-dums.
Chris is obviously not on the Dum Dums. Does Harrison?
Well, actually, that's funny. You say that. You would assume that he's not on the Dum Dums
because he's so quiet. And
yeah, I mean, there's a rumor, not a rumor, a theory on the team that he doesn't actually have his bar card. He might just
say.
Yeah, he might just say it.
Because
he does some dumb stuff.
He's using chat.
He does some
GPT.
dumb stuff. Yeah, he's using chat GPT.
He's not very good at arguing either.
So,
I think a lawyer would be good in an argument, but I've had several arguments with him, and I've won almost all of them. But then he's like, it's not worth it arguing with you. You're an idiot. And I'm like, okay, maybe so.
that's kind of what my argument stance is most of the time too, but you just don't back down that easy. I can get behind that one. So we're not sure. I think we're still the jury's still out on Chris, as you say.
I just sent you a video of Ronnie Dizon smoking that guy that I got from Junior.
Okay. How'd you send it to me? Okay, I got it.
On text.
All right.
Yeah,
let's get this thing.
It's on Western Union. Singing Telegram. I sent it to you by Singing Telegram.
Thanks, dude.
Oh, Blake is in here. He said Chris is one of us.
Yeah, I think he might be. He actually might be. Hold on, I gotta do a little do-si-do to get this thing up and over onto the.
Damien
onto the
was
screen.
there. He was playing with the newbies.
Yes, so
in semi-pro.
Yeah, so remember, if you guys weren't on the show a couple of 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I guess.
2.5 weeks ago? No, it wouldn't have been a half a week. That wouldn't make any sense mathematically. But about 2 weeks ago when Damien was on the show, so Damien joined the sheriff's program, and it's pretty intensive training session. for about 6 months. So Monday to Friday, he's got to be training to become a sheriff, and that means that he's unavailable to do events at a full-time scale. So that's so the newbies. He's playing with the newbies for now. Jumped over there and flew in on the red eye. Interesting story there. Not and he jumped in and played the events and was starter right off the break.
I have a funny, embarrassing red eye story that maybe I should share about on my way home.
Yeah.
You know, Alex, you'll like this. So I was looking at flights on my way home. I was like, Mouse and I went all Sunday and basically stood at the booth and educated people on tiger wear and the brand and sold some stuff, which was good. Obviously not making it to Sunday sucks, but that was good because we never usually get to do that. But so we're flying out Monday morning, and I was like, Sunday night, I'm like, I'm just going to check and see if there's any earlier flights because I was getting home at 2 p.m. I'm looking through flights, and I see this one flight. I was like, 11:59. Yeah, that's way better. I'll get home at noon instead of 2 p.m. Because I was sitting at LAX for 4 hours on my original flight and then flying down to San Diego. So I'm like, yeah, I'll book that flight. $75 change fee, no problem. I book it, and then as I'm booking it, I'm looking at the flight, and I'm like, why does this have an exclamation and say red eye on it? And then I'm looking at it, and it was 11:59 p.m. Not a.m.
I just figured he was a raging alcoholic.
So I call them, I call Delta up, and I'm like, I sit on the phone for 45 minutes, finally get someone, and I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry, I had a brain fart, and I switched to this flight. I thought it was earlier, not 11:59 at night. She goes, oh yeah, no problem, I'll get you back on that flight. I don't know if we can give you the $75 fee back though. She's like, let me put you on hold. Comes back like 20 minutes later. She's like, I have bad news. I can't put you back on your original flight, and I can't give you back $75. So I had to just eat it and take that flight. So instead of leaving at 6:55 a.m. and getting home at 2 p.m., I left at 6:55 p.m. on Monday and got home last night at about 1 a.m.
Ouch.
Yeah. But I heard a lot of people had like not even home yet.
Yeah,
we got delayed pretty badly. We were on the tarmac for like a couple hours.
Yeah, we were delayed for 3 hours. We were there was a widget broken in the plane, and then we were overweight because
widget?
Yeah. I guess Biden was in San Diego yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So all the flight patterns, everybody's backed up trying to land in San Diego because he had to sell some nuclear submarines to Australia. So
A quick shout out to Jonathan.
To Joe Biden.
He got the dope ass paint G Clay of
damn
photo he that I've got up in my shop.
Well,
so.
you still have it on the face. You still have the Facetune on,
or is it just
the
blurry?
Facetune app on? So we couldn't see that. So
hold on.
All right, children, cover your eyes.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
is
insane.
Is it on metal?
No, it's canvas.
Wow,
Dude, it's
that's
shiny.
nice.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
really
sick.
shiny.
Wow,
Nice work.
nice work, Jonathan.
Dude.
Yeah, Mafia said I left at 6 a.m. got home at
Contributor, I
10.
think you might even be in here somewhere. Oh, and yeah, Mafia Productions is in here.
Yeah, Jonathan's in there. Yeah, Steve Segovia tried driving. And yeah, let's check. Okay, so let's watch this Dizon video real quick for those of you guys who haven't seen it.
All right, say you can put in the comments. Penalty or no penalty?
Yeah.
I wouldn't give it.
Slow mo is makes it look a little bit worse. Let's watch that. Dude, good on him. Hearing this is crazy. Look at this. Look at the move around. I only shot him like 3 or 4 times, right? How many times do you think he shot him? Let's go back to this.
I don't know. Like, Omar gets him like 2 times at least.
Omar gets him. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe like only 5 times in the head.
I wouldn't throw a penalty.
Bang bang.
Yeah, I like it.
That's pretty bang bang. When you look at the still,
The first part of it was bang bang.
and then he bang bangs him a couple more times.
Omar had his gun completely in the air, and Ronnie was still shooting.
I think that's something that you wouldn't do, Ryan, but I wouldn't put that past Alex doing that.
Yep, that Mikey. So here's the thing.
I wouldn't do that in a tournament. I would do it in practice.
Come on.
So Mikey got a penalty for doing something like that against the Tauntauns. We got a minor at World Cup. Or Mikey shooting that tauntaun.
Mikey can be a dog.
Mikey's a bully. Mikey is a bully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natty Skater says Omara actually commented on the post saying he doesn't really care and he would do the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
see? I don't think it's that bad.
He would do the.
Omara's a beast. I'm a fan of that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Ryan
here's
has-
a funny story.
Let's hear it.
So, Revo's coach, I think, couldn't make it. He got sick.
Okay.
So I think Tom Four was what's the word?
Coaching?
Yeah, but what's the word for like
Substitute.
temporary
Oh, interim coach?
interim coach?
Yeah.
We're playing them, and they were gonna call a timeout. They didn't get it off before the 10 seconds. Alex, I think you chimed in on this, saying how would you possibly know?
Oh,
if they
yeah.
would- But Trozen came over and said that Tom Ford was laughing and going, "Watch this, I'm gonna get him." I think Tom didn't know that you can't call a timeout under 10 seconds. And some of their players, I believe, also said that that's what happened. And then they were, obviously, I mean, you're going to use that. Like, we were trying to hit it. It just wasn't working. I would use that, too.
Either way, like, look, the intent
But it's
was
funny.
to call the timeout. Like, obviously, they didn't send their guys out there, like, the whole deal. But the thing that, and Mark was funny, because he's like, if you do that again, I'm going to kick your ass, but, anecdotally.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I asked you, I go, was it a joke or was it real? And you're like, well, I think it was a joke, but it could have been real.
He's like, you didn't know they didn't call a timeout? And I'm like, well, yeah, but you didn't either.
Well, the thing was, Mark was standing on the timeout thing, too, and he was looking at Revo, and they weren't on it. And then
Yeah, but I mean,
I was sitting there, and I was like,
one, it's over 100 feet away, and there's like 30 people walking around
Yeah.
right there.
I don't know. But I was standing there, and I was like, get out there. Because there was at like 11 or 12, I was like, they're not going to be able to hit it. I was like, run to the box.
Whatever, you still beat their ass, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't see it either. Let's talk about this pro draw right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. What
Yeah, why don't you make it a little bit bigger?
I think people. Well, okay. All right.
You can put it in the middle of us. I can go like this.
There we go. Yep. Like that. All right, pro draw.
We got the meat grinder bracket.
Oh, you guys got Revo again and Hurricanes again.
Mm-hmm.
Damage.
And damage.
And the Russians.
And the Russians. I'd
Yeah,
call.
those, our bracket and your bracket are definitely the hardest too.
Or that last bracket.
Yeah.
The NYX Bears Emo Kings level Ironman one.
Well, listen. Ironman didn't do horribly.
Yeah.
Okay. Bears did incredibly well.
Yeah.
All right. Level is always good for one really solid event, and they're certainly kind of right there. They had one good event last year and then kind of like fizzled off a little bit, but I mean,
Shout out to Damian Ryan too. He was
none
playing
of
well.
I didn't get to see him once.
Dude, Damian was playing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always a good player.
Yeah.
Always
Really
has been.
crafty.
Anyway, like now, I feel like there's been a shift in that there's not really any weak spots other than maybe the Saints. Like anyone can beat anyone now at this point.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, all the look, like Notorious played really well. Bears made it in. Hurricanes made it in. NYX in the top 4. You know, ML Kings in the hunt. So yeah, I mean, just think about it. You guys in Infamous, which I feel like I feel like you guys should be an elite team, and Infamous, a top level team, are in that third row.
Here, Alex, I'd like you to. I'm gonna write this down. So I'd like you to give us the proper.
piece of paper,
Yeah. Let's get another piece of paper. I can write it down right here. Okay. So I'd like you to rank the levels 1, 2. There's 5 levels. And give them your the best adjectives to describe them. So I heard elite is one of them, and top level. So let's name it like if there were 5 grades of that you could give them. You know, almost like you're naming like a paint box.
Would be elite.
Okay, elite is number 1. Okay, so that's all right. Yeah, elite level team. Okay.
Let's see. How about
the second row?
Premier?
A premier team. Okay. And then a top level team is the third level.
What level?
Top level.
Top level? Well, no, that's no good. It could be.
That's what you just used. So I'm just trying to get
Premier.
A mid-level, because how about mid-level team?
Okay, fine, mid-level.
Mm-hmm.
And then notable.
Needs improvement.
And then feces at the bottom.
A feces level? Okay. Interesting. I just wanted to, like, that way I could kind of...
I mean, how are the Russian legions in the feces level? That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy. I know.
I think I don't want to say it because we're playing them next. Oh, fuck it, I'll say it.
Let's say it. Get closer to the mic.
Harris. I think Harris should have been over there as a Snake 1 guy.
Yeah, he should have been playing.
Not Spicoli?
Nothing. I think that their outside Snake player wasn't doing terrible, but there was a lot of situations where that one, especially against you guys, that guy could have closed the game on you, but was just waiting.
I don't know. Well, none of us know what's going on over there. It's a strange situation. But at least the Russians are still fielding a team.
Yeah, I mean, they were definitely going to field a team either way. I mean, it's who knows what the I guess the politics of the team are. You know, you had Sergey on the team and then off the team and then back on the team.
How did two teams out of our bracket end up in the feces line?
Let's see.
What do you mean two teams?
Latin Saints.
We had Saints and Russian Legion. They're both
So-
in the bottom row.
Yeah, because they both they went 0-4.
No, they played each other.
Saints.
Oh.
No. Russians beat the Saints.
Yeah.
3-2.
Yeah, and Ironman beat you. So Uprising won a game.
But
so those are all-
Ironman, that was their only win.
Yeah, so they all
Yeah,
went
but
one
that's crazy. You guys only won one game also, but you're all the way.
We had a way better.
point margin. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
looking at it right here.
That's wild, though. I mean, so look, the difference between these three rows is just point margin.
Well, Infamous went 2-2, and then every other team, 1, 2, 3, 11 teams went 10 teams went 1-3, and one team went 0-4.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's actually wild.
Like
So,
ML Kings went.
So all these teams, all Diesel all the way to Iron Man had the same record. Just the point differential is the only thing that's separating them from being from let's see, 1, 2,
From a
3,
mid-level
4, 5,
team to a
6,
notable
7,
team.
8, 9, 10.
Yeah, a notable team.
So that's the difference between 10th place and second to last place.
I just pretty much said it. Yeah.
Damien's in here talking in third person.
Mm-hmm.
Squeezy was on fire, baby.
Dude, I saw a video of him getting pumped up and talking shit to the other team.
Yeah, kicking pods.
NRG did make Sunday. Yes, they were.
I didn't get what was going on in that video
Oh,
because
then-
the other team was like, "Come over here to our pit." Like it was like a nice, like, "Come over here,
Yeah,
come over here."
And he did. I like his pirouette dance move that
Yeah.
he did with the two legs.
You know, when he
kicked.
kicked the pod, when I first saw that, I didn't see it, and I thought he did one of those where you jump in the air and click your shoes together.
That's what I thought he did too.
I thought he
Hey,
did it.
who is NYX, Ryan? Who is that talking?
That's him-
the whole
that's-
team's on a Discord Zoom meeting right now, so it's every single one of them. They're collective.
8 teams went 1-3.
8 teams went 1-3. Yeah. So that's the difference of becoming a feces team, a notable or a mid-level team is literally just a couple of points. And on a field like this, you get a team like Latin Saints in your division, then you're definitely going to be able to boost that point margin a little bit.
Dude, there's 398 people watching this show right now.
Isn't that crazy?
What are you doing?
We were close to almost getting in at 1-3 by a point margin.
Really? Oh, -1? Wow. Or negative half? 1.5?
Negative half, yeah.
Negative half. A negative half.
So, NRG just got ahead of you.
And Ryan,
Yeah.
I just used that word Discord because I've heard other people, and when J-Rab came on it, he was like, "We're watching this on Discord." I thought we were a YouTube show, but yeah, I don't know exactly what it means. I just like to say Discord because it makes me feel like I'm got the vibe, like I'm doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're a technical wizard.
With the culture.
Technical wizard. Watch this. I can click the button, and the thing graphic goes away, and I click it again, and it comes back up. You know what I mean?
Boom.
Yeah.
Genius.
Genius. Need a Discord. I don't need a Discord. I barely even use Facebook as it is, and people message me on there. I'm sorry. And then I got the community section on here. What does the Discord do? You just go into it. I've seen
Maybe
Kyle's.
species is too mean. Maybe we got to switch it back.
I think so
Needs
too.
improvement. Is a
I would
good
say a
one.
bottom tier team.
Okay, we'll just change it to that.
Yeah,
I was gonna
because
say
you have
bottom
mid level and then you use bottom tier, right?
Okay, bottom tier.
Yeah, that way you get to use different. There we go.
All right.
Bottom tier team. Okay.
Because I started to feel bad about it when I realized their record was actually the same as the mid-level teams.
Yeah. I don't know if that always happens, but
Dude,
that's
big up to Nick Ripple. That dude balled out.
yeah, he did.
Who's that?
Nick Ripple on Hurricanes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He played really
Hurricanes played really disciplined.
Kenny K told me too. He's like, this guy Nick Ripple's good. He told me like a year and a half ago.
Dude, Skinny Kevin
was he
gets more
playing?
excited watching other teams play than he does watching us. Like if we do something
for sure.
good.
Skinny
yeah.
Kevin was way nicer to me than
He's
all
ever
last
been.
year.
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing tonight?" I was like, "What?"
Open it up.
Come on, show everybody. Bring it on screen. What do we got?
I got my own Legends jacket.
Oh, well, a Legends jacket? What's that? Hall Icons jacket?
Yeah.
Why didn't I get one?
Just a medium.
Don't you run
Where,
that
where'd you find it?
Hey,
Just now in the.
Oh, it's in those boxes.
hey, Roman.
in the trash?
Have Roman show us what it is and give us a description.
Yeah, give us
The green jacket.
in your voice, dude.
Yeah, come on. What was that voice? Come on, show that thing off.
Red lobster.
Are those earmuffs? Is it cold up there?
Mine doesn't have my name in it, and it doesn't say Hall of Icons.
Good. It better not.
No. Just a green jacket.
Who do you think's gonna get into the Hall of Icons next round?
I mean, Rich Telford has to.
Okay. Who else?
I'm flabbergasted that he didn't on this one. I don't know. I'd have to take a look at the list.
I mean, it could be anybody. Like, cause we make the list. So, if there's somebody that you think should be on there and they're not already on there, then
No, I know. I'd have to take a look at the list. Like, there was a long list of people from the last one. There's like 100 names or something on there, and 20 got in. So,
I bet Nikki Cuba makes it in.
he certainly deserves to be in at some point. I mean, he doesn't deserve, in my opinion, to be in over Rich Telford,
Okay.
nor do some of the people that got in my opinion. But, yeah, I mean, that's just me.
Schultz is on the list. Schultz is on the list. Ed Portman is on the list. I believe Greg Hastings is on the list.
Yeah, I mean, I could get into an argument. I could go through the whole thing and make a case for the reason I feel like certain people should and other people shouldn't. But we need the list to do that.
I got the list. Rumblebee, actually, Bob Long is the first rounder, and actually, this is his jacket right here. I got it right here. His name is on the inside pocket. On this side, I should say, Mr. Bob Long. So you got a nice little custom Hormesis green and gold jacket, and this thing is robust. I feel like I just finished watching. I watched the last episode of The Last of Us.
Oh yeah, I need to watch that. Too.
And I'll tell you right now, if there were an apocalypse and it was like something survivable, first of all, Bob Long would survive, right? He's gonna be fine. But you could catch him in a when it flash forwards, 20 years, 40 years. This jacket will be a little tattered, but this thing is like heavy duty. This thing will be fine. Like you can bring this. You pack this in your go bag. You could probably rappel off of like mountains with it. You can throw your like child in here and throw it over your shoulder and fasten them to your body.
Use it as a tarp.
If you decide kill an animal and you need to like huff the meat back, you throw it in the jacket. Like there's a lot of uses for this jacket that are gonna really like come in useful down the road. So thanks for making such a high quality denim jacket.
Huff your meat back. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about surviving, dude.
Huff your meat back. Fucking guy.
You wouldn't know anything. Yeah, huff your meat back from Whole Foods. Alex.
Well, listen. When I need advice on huffing my meat back, I'll give you a ring.
Okay. Phones won't work at that point. You're not making it, dude. Yeah.
Oh, that's for sure.
I know it. We just gotta say goodbye.
Give
See
me-
you later,
give me them
world.
cordyceps. Give me them cordyceps, baby.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I already know it. You just gotta be, realistic when stuff like that happens. Do you want to just try to live it out in misery for a couple of months? I don't even know how long I can make it. I watched that show Alone, the one in the wilderness. Pfft, yeah, right, bro. It's not happening. I'm not making it. I know it. I can just come to grips with it. It's cold out.
Send me to the living waters.
Yeah. All right.
What else?
Well, what a tournament, man! What a good start to the year. I mean, I feel like it was put together really well. Other than the weird field, which I feel like I kind of like that, right? It's a little something different, and it's a challenge. I don't know if it's how spectator friendly it is, but I, as a player, enjoy watching those long matches. I mean, it kind of has like it reminds me of 10 Man, where it was like this consequences were really high for making a mistake. So I feel like definitely an interesting one, and yeah, shout out to all the boys for another victory.
Yeah.
Field One Paintball.
There was a lot of
since the Force came out, the Force has won more pro tournaments than all other gun companies combined.
wow.
Yeah,
There was a
isn't that
lot
crazy?
of, if you, it was hard to tell, obviously, if you're watching the webcast, but if you were at the field or close and able to hear some of the players, there was a lot of really, really high level communication going on because the game slowed down so much. So you'd see, like, sometimes a move happen, but it was so coordinated. Like, I think there was one specifically in the X Factor match where, like, Jesse, Stevens, and Meter ran out of the snake corner to the back center, and Jesse filled it. Then somebody else made a move off of it, but there was a lot of time to sit there and have these like in-depth conversations on what to do in the game, which I thought was pretty cool. Getting to play.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
That's actually really cool. I mean, it'd be interesting to see if any of it was like if they could have mic'd up any of that stuff, and that would have been like such a great
for sure
great opportunity. Was this one, because you really had to figure out a lot of stuff, and a lot of the communication on what to do and how to make it happen was definitely way high level.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. What teams do you think are going? Well, actually, here's an interesting little fact here. I just found out is when you win a tournament, you now don't automatically make it into the Champions Cup, because now there are 5 majors, so you have to be in the top 4. So remember last year, if you win a tournament, you're automatically in that final round at World Cup.
You get a bye in Champions Cup.
Yeah, but you don't now. You no longer get a bye, which is complete horse malarkey, in my opinion.
So what was your proposal?
Well, I think that they should get rid, because I think they're going to, I don't know what they're doing with the European teams, but you should definitely get a first round bye.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's what I heard, which is kind of a bummer on that.
And how about the WNXL too? Like, that was ripping, man. All the ladies were out. I mean, I feel like, man, there was like more ladies teams than there were guys teams almost.
Yeah.
And cool to see them playing on the pro field. I definitely liked watching that Cheetah versus Destiny game. I mean, I was impressed about how the level of play there. So hopefully that continues on.
Oh, I don't know if Destiny's won yet. I think who are the teams that usually win Heroines?
So I think there was
Dallas
only
Vibe.
2 last year, right? And it was Vibe won the first one and Heroines won the next one.
Yeah. So it was a good, nice little switch up there. What did you guys think about them adding that little cake for safety? Do you think it changed a little bit?
Oh, I think it made the field a lot better, to be completely honest.
I do too. It made it play faster, and at least there was like a way to like, because now you couldn't sit in that big middle wedge and watch that cut to the 50 snake on the outside. So yeah, I think it sped things up, made things a little more interesting over there. I think it was a good ad.
Yeah, I think it was a good ad. I also think it was safe. I do feel that some teams, especially when they're tied up, on that layout especially, there were a lot of ties.
Yeah.
And imagine, you had that point where both teams need one, and you slide into that center and are immediately scanning the back of your MLPB card, or somebody is on your behalf.
I think they should have just put caution tape there.
Your tongue is gonna be hanging out of your
We discussed it. They need to get a crossing guard.
Yeah.
That was their original solution.
Crossing guard there.
It was. Like, what if we put somebody right in the middle?
Gonna stand there and look both ways and say like, okay, here they come, and then make some kind of a decision. I don't know.
I saw some on Thursday on the practice day. I saw some of the girls' team ripping it right through that move, getting after it. That's what made me think of it when you were just talking about that, going straight to the 50 snake into the other team's snake.
I think it was a good call.
Yeah, I mean that was. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have happened, but I guess somewhere.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
As they say. And yeah, Aiden, we are working on stuff like that. I believe, yes, and Edwin Moulter, Rocky Newth is on the list as well. So yeah, pretty much everybody who you would think to add onto the list, we curated the list. There were a lot of people who were involved, or a couple people who were involved in helping to make sure and check it and to make sure that all the names that should be on there are on there. So yeah.
Yeah, Destiny was second all 3 events 2022.
Yeah, and Loki, I think that you wanted to get a force. Alex, I believe there's some forces online. You can probably email Yosh at field1paintball.com. I believe that there were 1 or 2 forces left over from the last event. If someone wanted to order one.
We just got some more in too today, so we have them. You can call up the shop and or email us, and we'll let you know what the scoop is.
And I got mine for sale.
Yeah, Kyle's
to a
got
top
his.
bidder. I
Someone
don't even know if I
actually
want to
asked.
sell it. Shoot's so good.
Kyle's like, I'm gonna sell it for an astronomical amount because I don't want to sell it. Smart way to do it. I like it. But yeah, they shoot good, and obviously winning 7 out of the last 10 events, major events.
Well, you guys are 8 for 11, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cool. That's right up there.
Yeah.
Right up there. That's elite on Alex's.
Yeah.
It certainly isn't feces.
It's not feces.
You guys have like a 4.5 GPA. We're freezing over there?
Are we? Or is that just kind of how we're sitting?
It looks like we're frozen.
Are we frozen?
Yeah.
Oh no. Hey, are we frozen? Let's see.
Twister 4.
You gonna run upstairs and grab your scoop of ice cream? Ah, come on.
Next week, we gotta get milk.
Okay, well, so Kyle must have done something here, because I was just about to say, So we're frozen over here. Let me try to adjust the camera here.
Lettuce. I think there's lettuce.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
not.
Whatever
I
it
wasn't.
is,
I was not.
What's comfy?
It's like cooking it in its own fat,
Hmm.
or in fat.
You make it over easy?
Oh, look at that. We got something. Something just happened. Oopsie.
Audio back.
Okay, audio's back. Oh, okay, here we go. Look at that. We're home. We're back. Hold on. Webcam. Booyah. What's up? The boys are back.
Wow.
Yeah. Ha. What happened to the show? Nothing happened to the show. Okay,
How many
well,
viewers did you lose?
how many?
Not a lot.
Yeah, just a few.
Just
Yeah,
half.
pretty much all of them.
Just
Yeah,
3/4.
still
Catherine, we apologize. We don't want your life to fall apart. But now we're live. We're back. We lost everybody. This is when. So we did that on purpose. We wanted to see who really is the big fans. I
Yeah.
like that. Was a nice little pause right there on my face. My jaw open like this.
You don't have Alex on there. But he's trying to leave anyways, I guess.
Yeah, Alex was trying to dip out. He was certainly trying to dip out.
Yeah, I couldn't see myself on the thing, so I was like, yeah, forget this.
Well, that camera is not working.
This one isn't?
This one. It's gotta do like an unplug and plug back in. Where's it plugged into? This thing plugged in back here. Let's see if we can get. Hold on here, guys. Hold on. You're right. I'm sorry for not hitting you guys with an air horn real quick. So, whoa. Okay.
Took it down.
Almost took the whole operation down with me. We really need to get a new. Is this it? Oh, not that one. There he is. Don't even think about leaving, pal.
Anything else eventful at the event? Worth noting? We covered it all?
Yeah, we got
Any
the
funny
insurance thing.
jokes you heard or anything? Alex?
The only one I had was that knock knock joke I opened the show with.
Oh, dude, actually, big shout out to Zyzik and Paintball
Oh, yeah.
Nerd, dude.
He
He
did
did
a
a
great
really
job.
good job,
Yeah.
man. That was cool. If
Yeah.
you guys haven't been
And
following,
BMP Gear helping us out with our media. So
Yeah.
yeah, two big contributors from media.
Yeah. And they had that MLPB booth? Was
yeah,
it?
the MLPB booth, which is we need to do something. We need to get once our schedules are kind of aligned, we can do a
Yeah.
live little show from there. Not sure, how well it's gonna go over, but I've been told that their Wi-Fi is probably better than what we have here, so we can get the Spick and Span show rolling on the rolling on the road. So yeah, anyway, really big thanks to everybody out there. Alex, thanks for helping out with the Hall of Icons and doing the awards ceremony with me.
Yeah, go check that out. It's on the Saturday broadcast of the Go Sports deal. So it's
At lunchtime.
an interesting little piece. Yeah, lunchtime segment, and
It's also up on their YouTube channel, and I'm gonna have a post-production thing done up. We got a bunch of interviews.
yeah. And for next time, I feel like we can plus it up a little bit, make it a little more aesthetically pleasing and organized, and make it a real thing.
All right.
Adios, bitches.
Hold on, Logan has just. Sorry, I was listening to you. I was also trying to read and understand Logan's joke here. But
This is a little.
it's pretty dark.
Yeah.
I don't know
Kinda dark.
how to take that one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's funny. All right, Logan, and thanks for all the help this weekend. You're the
Yeah,
man.
you're the man.
Great seeing you out there. You definitely bring the positivity.
Yeah, for sure,
and,
dude.
hard work ethic. So shout out to Logan.
Yeah, big thanks to all of our pit crew. Actually, that's a really good question. This is an honest question. How does your pit crew, or how does our pit crew, like, kind of stand up against? I mean, I don't want you to talk badly about who you guys have, but we're like,
Yeah.
we're on it,
Yeah.
and that's a huge advantage.
Yeah. I mean, Dynasty's pit crew is arguably one of the best, if not the best. I don't know. It's hard to compare. I mean, everything was done perfectly. I didn't have any issues with like pods or anything like that, or time frame. So, I mean, but I think everything logistically. I mean, it is pretty on point with Dynasty. So it's kind of hard to say. We could be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Be positive.
Yeah.
Oh. See ya, Al.
Just disappeared.
He just disappeared. I think his phone probably went out of batteries. All right. Well, Alex is gone. Anyway, I want to say thanks to everybody for sticking around. You guys all rock. We're doing our best to provide everybody the best show that we can, and we're really stoked to have big time fans like and friends and supporters like all of y'all. And we're here every Tuesday.
Yep.
You can count on that. And
also too.
yeah, let's hear it.
Friday, we're doing a little bit different day than usual. We got restock of this mosaic style headband coming back in, and then we're also, you guys been asking if you're already subscribed to the Tigerwear email list, you'll get some emails of these as well, or just check on social media on my Instagram or the Tigerwear Instagram, and you'll see we're going to be talking about these two that are also going to be released on Friday. These gloves that we had at the event as well will be dropping Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific. So be on the lookout for those, and if you want to get emails, go over to the site and their email up in there, because that's where we send a lot of the information out.
Tigerwear.co.
Tigerwear.co.
No
I'll
M
throw
at
it
the
in
end.
there.
No M at the end. Tigerwear.co. Yeah, these gloves are sweet. I don't wear gloves, but I do feel like these would be.
Those
the
are
gloves.
nice, just because
they're
I don't
not-
like
you don't get hot, right?
gloves. I don't really like to wear gloves, but those just feel like you have bare hands on. It just gives you a little bit of extra protection.
Yeah, and thanks everybody for who joins and supports the show. All of the proceeds go into making the show a little bit better, making sure you guys have dope fire prizes that we can ship out to you guys every week. So we do appreciate that, and we're always trying to upgrade. So Mafia, thanks for the recommendation on this cool little swinging arm right here. We did it. Hopefully that helped with the audio a little bit, because the wires were getting a little funky on the other one. So and we're doing a couple other little things that we do have planned to spruce things up a little bit, as they say. So really stoked for you guys, everybody, and the winners on the show. While we had a little bit of a snafu over there, Matty D, the DJ, C Cat D, Edric Alvarez, Dan White, Bobby Corpse, Ed Dizon, Steve Segovia, Nathan Lager, David Reed, and Ricky Sewell are all winners. If you guys want to join the show, make sure you subscribe and click the join button somewhere down here on your screen, and you can become a member, and we give away prizes every single week.
Where there'll be a Champs Club booth and Hormesis booth at Philly.
Yeah, we're gonna have it all. We're ripping everything. Champs Club will be there. So for those of you guys who are in the Dynasty Champions Club, make sure you guys are checking your emails. We're gonna do an intel session this week on Thursday. We're also gonna be shipping out all of your March gifts today, tomorrow, and this week. So they're all packaged up and ready to rock. They might have even shipped out already. So we're really excited about that. And the next quarter will be open for renewal here in the next week as well. So if you guys want to join the Champions Club, you get really cool gifts every single month that are sent directly to you. We also do a bunch of drawings and giveaways, every month on the Intel sessions, similar to this one. I don't know where they got the idea from. But and then we have a Champs Club VIP booth. We're also going to do some experiences. And every quarter we do a grand prize drawing. So someone already won the Signature Series Force. We're going to do a practice with Dynasty. We're going to be doing come to the event with Dynasty and some other cool stuff. Head to toe gear we gave away last year. And you guys get exclusive stuff. And it's pretty cool. And we're really, really excited about it. And you are literally part of the team. We do our team meetings in the Champs Club booth. So you guys get to see firsthand how Dynasty creates the game plans, how our coach Kevin treats us poorly, how Alex's jokes are really actually lousy in person. You get the full experience when you're in the Champs Club.
That'd be funny if you get like a Joey Blute sign up and then he's like sitting in the booth while you guys are going over game plans.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
All the other coaches sign up for it and they get to watch our game plans.
Yeah.
Whoa, we cracked the code.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Like you guys said.
Good one.
We're part of the team.
And you get we're looking for banana ball hammocks. Also we're always trying to get people new and cool gear. So a lot of the stuff that Dynasty wears might be something that you get. We're designing some cool jerseys and some other experiences. So we're really excited about that.
And somebody was asking about Spick and Span merch too. Working on getting some cool new stuff for you guys too as well. So.
Yep, we're working with Gen X. Gonna try to get some Spick and Span barrel blockers for you guys. Some exclusive barrel blockers possibly, and a couple other cool little collabs that we've got in the mix. You can check out. Is it Spick and Span show? I think it is still right there. You can still order a couple things. The allegedly shirt's up there. This is actually my favorite sweatshirt. We didn't even make this one, but maybe we should.
Tie-dye.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. We made one similar to this. So, you can check that out. And, we can make whatever you guys want. And if you want a t-shirt that looks like this, you got it. And we got the new logo. We got to put the new logo on a shirt. So, again, we really appreciate all your guys' support. It really goes a long way. And you guys are awesome. So, we wanted to see these two. Who is that? Someone said, Austin Yurkovitz. Dude, did I just crush that last name or what? These are the Tad Lafayette specials right here. He painted these things. I might give these ones away on one of these days. The Dynasty specials. So also those of you guys, real quick, I just may as well show these things off real quick. If you have a Lux, go over to field1paintball.com. You can get an AccuLock barrel kit for your Lux.
Those new?
Those are brand new. Just came out.
Nice.
Also, we've got the full blackout kits.
Wow.
If you're like me and you don't like using the green insert because it kind of just doesn't match.
Yeah.
So you just don't use the green insert. You can now get a black insert kit.
Style is important.
Also, if you want to be like Marcelo Margot, except never have to do any of the hard work, you can get yourself a golden barrel kit. Actually,
Look at
that. The one, it's actually on my gun. It's on one, but I get one because I got one. But look, don't even worry about it. Just go to Field One Paintball and buy your own golden kit, and just fast track, baby.
Hector, the gloves go live on Friday, 5 p.m.
Yeah, make sure you guys are following Tigerwear on Instagram and social media, and then you guys can get the exclusive drops.
Yeah, we'll be rolling out a lot more information tonight and in the next days leading up to Friday.
Okay, I'll bring up the core sample. Matt Condor, yes, it was the final match, first point. We're up on points, and I had to go up to that stupid center thing, and generally you don't necessarily need to dive into that, but I was like, let's just take an extra precaution.
Yeah.
And, let me dive into this spot, because I was coming from that temple in, and, because Damage was shooting an extremely, a lot amount of paint. I was getting a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got shot out of that back center with the bounce shot, and there's just paint everywhere, so it's always, I would like to say, better safe than sorry, so I'm just going to dive into the spot. It was going to that little W, and there was just one, kind of raised up big sand dirt patch, and I literally dove right on it. My whole gun, my body stuck. My barrel went directly in there, tanked, smashed me in the chin, broke all of the paint in my loader. So then I had to get up there, and then I realized the paint smashed in there, so the shell was stuck in the loader. So I took the loader off, cleaned the loader out, unscrewed the tip of the barrel, finally squeegeed it out, and I'm like, all right, this is what's going on. There's the kill. Pop right over the top, shoot 2 balls, and get shot.
Oh, man.
Dude, I had a rough event, man. Tips were up, too, on that one. So
What ended up happening to Keith Brown? He got injured, I believe.
no.
Yeah, that's why he didn't play in the finals.
I didn't know he got hurt.
Yeah, I think maybe someone here knows.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it was a gnarly injury. I saw him walking around in the pits during the finals. But
Really?
no pack on, everything.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, speedy recovery. Hopefully he scanned the back of his MLPB ID card and got that free insurance. Pulled a groin. Okay. Yeah, big that's tough, man. So hopefully speedy recovery to you, Keith. Hopefully you're going to be all right. I'm glad that
I went holiday too.
you didn't we didn't have to play against you, to be completely honest, but but I do wish you the best and a speedy recovery, man. So, yeah. Wow. All right.
Is that it?
I think we did it.
Till next week.
Till next week, guys.
Love
and
you.
then here's
Thank
a cool
you.
little Hall of Icons collage, and we appreciate you guys. So, yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. You don't try to get out of it.
I got it.
Don't even try
I'm
to
gonna
get out of
2
it.
gallons of milk.
I actually meant to bring it down here because I thought you were going to not, and I forgot.
Lucky me.
Sucker.